Hello everybody, welcome back to Arthenex Plays Pillars of Eternity. We are about to set off to Cead, so let's just go there. It can take me a full day to get there. So I'm glad I rested. It's kind of a cool picture. Does that have anything to do with the place that we're going to? Enter the keep. Is this a new party member? Just off the side of the path into Cead stands an imposing figure, a tall, thick-set Amula clad in worn armor and peering up at the outer walls of the keep. In his hand he has a small piece of charcoal and works feverishly at taking notes on a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. What are you doing over there? The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits wide in a very toothy grin, and he waves the parchment in greeting. Killing time, if I'm honest. I've already walked the perimeter twice. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks just there. Workers and masons, I expect. Carving a little immortality for themselves. He looks up at the wall again, expression fond. It's a fine keep, said Noir. 2 centuries to its name and abandoned for nearly as long.
But the truly interesting part is in there. And I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Neverwinter. But it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
What do you want from Neverwinter?
Knowledge. Or, to be less clever about it, a certain text. I've come in search of a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of Rauatai, but we possess only a small fragment of it.
A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I found evidence suggesting that the original lies there, beneath the keep. I want to ask Merwald if he knows of it. And you, my friend, why are you here? I too wish to speak to Merwald. Truly, then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we can manage it, and then we can both ask our questions of Mirwald. All right?
Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exomatal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I paid them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know.
What are a few assassins between friends?
I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
Body that will return to either the Blackhound Inn or Gilded Vale, or to your stronghold if you required it. Oh, he's a chanter. Well, he can come with me for this particular quest, I guess. I don't really need 2 priests. I mean, I could dismiss one of these 2, but I like both of them. I mean, long term, I'm probably not going to use either one of these 2 in the party. But in the short term, I don't know. In the short term, a priest is probably more useful than a second chanter. Although I'm kind of curious about his gear. Alright, let's accept him for now. So...
Yes?
What chance does he know? Okay, well, at least he knows different chants than me. So we'll be able to... I don't really want that one. Give me that one instead. Oh, this is a longer one. Duration 6 seconds, linger for 3 seconds. Okay. No, I'm still do that. Wonder where that one came from. And what are his? He has that one. Summons 3 skeletons. It reduces damage reduction. Alright, well, maybe we'll try out the skeletons.
Following your lead.
Let's take a look at his gear. He's using an Aquaverse. What are his talents? Ancient Memory, no surprise there. Oh, and he has Field Triage. That's useful. Okay. And he's wearing Brigadine. Common's Turban, +1 intellect. Okay, and he just uses a regular two-handed weapon, or this. I guess we might as well have him use this. Extremely slow. Well, we'll try it. I want to give him some better armor. Sure, plate mail is better than Brigadine. So we'll give him that. Although if he's going to use, you know what, if he's going to use a ranged attack, I don't know, maybe I'll have him wear something that's a little bit lighter. That's 45%. Yeah, wear the breast. 50%, 4 more for 10 more recovery speed. Yeah. Or I could have you wear the robe. Let's wear the robe. I'll take the recovery speed. If you're going to use the gun as your primary weapon, you shouldn't need a ton of armor. And yeah, you can stand there. Okay, so let's try this.
All right then.
I think the priest would have been better, but we'll give him a try for one section anyway. All right, how do we get inside? Looks like we can go into the outbuilding.
Yes?
You have your gun equipped, right? Yes, you do.
All right then.
Once more through the gates. With more success this time, I hope.
Okay.
To whispers and shadows.
Let's get around.
Following your lead.
I didn't check your skills. You have 9 lore, 1 mechanics, and 2 stealth.
Of course.
Oops.
Huh?
What is this? A shadow and a phantom. I want to kill the shadow first, actually.
Quae silves mitum.
And a will-o-wisp. Okay, everybody target the shadow. Bunch of them.
Missed.
Ow. What are you? Oh, you're confused.
Yes.
Give me a heal. Okay. Now kill the shadow.
Following your lead.
You. Sure. Let's see how well these skeletons fight.
Stand still. Brave Alphilogili.
Hmm. 0.5 slash damage. They do 6 damage on a grave. Not impressed.
All right then.
It's kind of one of the reasons why I did not take them.
Huh?
Okay.
Quickly and quietly.
See what else we got in this place. Oh, will-o-the-wisp. Just one?
Let's go.
Quae silves mitum.
Not quite.
You know what? The blunderbuss is probably an even better pulling weapon than the arbalest. 37 to 46. Base 32 to 40. Base 24 to 66. No, it's not. Oh, this just has probably, yeah, this has a bunch of damage reduction. 60R bypass. Minus 0.3 to crit damage multiplier. Minus 5 accuracy. Whereas this is crits can inflict prone, minus, okay. 0.3 to crit damage multiplier. Alright.
Hey, of course.
Frayed lengths of rope and a few flip chips are scattered across this wood bench. Alright, what's in the arena? I think that's what that is. Anything?
Quae silves mitum.
Oh? Damn!
Here and do.
Missed.
Huh?
Engage that.
Damn! Missed.
Okay, thank you for not knocking out my friend.
Hey,
Damn! Missed.
Stand still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Following your lead.
Why don't you use your field triage on?
This is important.
Hey. Course.
Actually was more effective than the pulling strategy.
Quae silvis mitum.
Shotor has been battered by the elements. Tugging on the rusted handle only produces a heavy rattling. The side of this pillar is graven with hundreds of whorls and ridges, even under a layer of grime and moss. Yeah,
Quae silvis mitum.
one row. Not that bad. Over here, tangled wires and broken gears litter the wooden boxes. This is definitely the stronghold. Lizard skins, knuckle bones, and the teeth of various sizes lie among the weeds.
Quae silvis mitum.
Who is this?
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you!
Leave it.
Quae silvis mitum.
What is this? At the site of their... Oh, that's my enchanter's spot.
You.
Oh, is that the way inside? Looks like the way inside.
Quae
Not getting through me.
silvis mitum.
Might be a waste of time. But there's not too much left in this map. I kind of like to finish revealing it. Is this another gateway? Can you go out down here? No. Not right now, anyway. Alright, well, let's go up and clear out this area.
Quae silvis mitum.
Almost.
Okay,
Eh?
this is a little bit more serious. There's Force of Anguish on the Phantom.
Oh.
Give me an Armor of Faith up there.
Oh no.
You confused? You're confused.
Oh.
Okay, use a Suppress Affliction up here.
Curses!
Following your
You.
lead.
Give me a... Move up. And then give me a...
Curses!
you're still confused.
Sacre tu!
Yeah.
You... Teleported.
Aye?
Alright, run away.
Quae
Somehow I'm not getting wrecked.
You're not getting through me.
Okay. Well, that could have gone better, but whatever.
Huh? Of course.
Oh, we can go in there. Alright, well, let's finish clearing out the outside before we do that.
You're not getting through me.
Quete silves mitu.
Only weeds grow in this dusty patch. Hedges grow in shaggy heaps and shot through with weeds and tall grasses. Anything up above the fountain? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, what's in here? Stairs. Boy, it's going to take a lot of time and money to rebuild this place. Looks like it might be an inn.
Yes.
Shh.
Any...
Hey. All right, then.
Silence surrounds me.
Within all the correct order, various scattered balls and vials at the table. Alchemist workshop.
Laying low.
Rancid grain and spoiled fruits. Bakery. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. There's nothing in that little corner over there? Alright. Alright, to the main building proper. Oh, I missed a piece of loot. So the interesting thing is, now I'm wondering, when you rebuild it, do you have to rebuild it the same way every time? Or can you choose like multiple? I remember in Neverwinter Nights, there were like several building sites, and some of them could accommodate multiple different kinds of buildings. I always thought that was cool. You could kind of customize what you wanted to do.
Well, that's unusual.
What is that supposed to mean?
To whispers and shadows.
Yeah,
Traps?
right.
Whispers of Yenwood, one-handed sword. Plus 5 accuracy against spirit, plus 1.25 damage against spirit, minus 3 will. Um, 20% of grazes converted into hits. I don't think I'm going to use this right now. Phantoms and shadows and spirits. Oh my. Okay.
Take him down.
Hey, of course.
Quete silves mitu. Huh?
Oh?
Give me a armor of faith.
What?
How may I help? Aye?
I don't want this to bounce back at me. Let's try that.
Lava will be on seek.
Okay, that failed. Let's try this. You guys attack something.
Stand still!
So far, so good. Why aren't you acting? Oh, you're stunned.
Still!
That 246 minus 4236 rolls his
Hey.
That's annoying.
All right then.
Feeling we'll find the person we're looking for on like the highest level, and he's probably dead. Let's see what's over here. Oh, a library. That's nice.
Nice and quiet.
Sure. Quae silves mitum.
Almost!
Man, this phantom just keep on stunning my monk.
Yes?
You use Grimoire Slam. You still stunned? Man.
Yes.
There it is. No. Yeah, let's do a consecration. Guys, attack that.
Yes?
You already did your Grimoire Slam, but you could try a Jolting Touch.
Lava will be on seek.
Oh?
Into my consecrated ground. Yeah, my monk needs like better fortitude defense or something. I'm getting wrecked. You still have field triage left, right? Yeah.
Let's try something else.
Of course.
I mean, if it was... What if she has terrible... What does she have terrible of? She has terrible intellect. So if it was will defense, I'd understand. But her fortitude defense is not bad. 36. Not great.
Nice and quiet.
They must have renamed
Keep
the
it quiet.
Bay in the wars. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything else there.
Queque silves mitu.
Almost. I think it may be time to strike up camp.
As you come to the end of this great hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne wrought out of marble, its masterful artistry out of place amid the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. At your approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air.
Another watcher in Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
I'm looking for Merwald.
As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way.
You said these were your halls?
Not as a land is its lord's, more as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it, to go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Bereth's usher finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did.
Are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins, one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
What Earl are you speaking of?
The Earl of Yenwood. The original, in fact, when Deerwood was a colony. He found this site, the only ruin Ere Glanfarth refused to defend, and he believed its wealth would be great. The keep was his way of defending his family's claim, and that claim became his obsession. He had to know what lay beneath. He devoted his life to excavating the ruins below the keep. They had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem. Years passed, and with them the Earl. He dug his entire life and never found what he sought. His obsession became his sons and his sons' sons. And one day, that young Earl broke through.
What did he find?
An endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction. But he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there, vile and dangerous. They poured up through the keep and slew its residents, the Earl among them. After that, the keep remained abandoned, unused, wasted. Meowall's mastery of this place was the first hope I'd had in 200 years. How I've longed to see it as it once was. I can only guess why all this has happened. I fear I've wronged the gods putting this place here, and they've doomed me to watch it wear away into dust. To witness my own folly.
Tell me more about Merwald.
He was a great man. He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it. But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we'd made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me.
Any idea where I can find Merwold?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Farewell.
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Alright, well, that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking it or subscribing to the channel. Either way, I hope you all have a terrific day.